everything that we're facing as far as government is involved could be fixed real simple. If we could get one conversation going with maybe you guys to understand that, maybe get other ways that the university, I left because the Ulu's technology I was working on wasn't recognized by the university as one cultural thing. When really it came from Hawaii Ululao, came from one cultural Nolelo Noyao. So to say that it wasn't from that is very disrespectful in my eyes, especially when I came to contribute the information to education, to a place of higher learning. So it gets very, I mean, we can get emotional now because we're talking about like what's the real stuff, but it is very psychologically impacting for have those kinds of experiences where you think, you know, what you were saying earlier could be recognized because, hey, this is the institution of higher learning, we're talking about what if. That was my understanding. So when we're talking about what if, and then, hey, that's good, I'm gonna take them and now it's ours. Oh, I mean, what do you think about that? Really, where do we interface in the right way? Because every way we've been given to interface, no fit the plan.
Well, I just to say, I mean, it goes back to our first reason of all this, right? Is education. Right now, it was a perfect example of those who are educated to see the future and those still hanging on to that basis. And that strangle is what's holding back the canoe from moving forward. So, you know, it's either, and that's why that proper education could relieve the fears that we're all struggling with, that is holding everything behind. So, in the basis of it all, it's an education movement, especially if you have keiki, brothers and sisters, nephews, nieces, that expected in this world today to get a higher education, to be a positive influence in the community, right? To serve the community, and that's education has to be it. And this is why we're asking that proper representation.
That one move of that flag is a great visual to move all the little things forward. There's many things, but that visual needs to be addressed.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think the Hawaii is just one of many other examples. But you know, again, that's very symbolic for the flag. There are many more other issues that I think, as Hawaii, we need to be addressing. And those of you that are up and coming are in a really actually a much better position than some of us are. Maybe you're in a leadership role, but that doesn't. I think you really are in a leadership role to actually make some incredible changes that even our generation has to do.
And thanks to you guys that we have this
Yeah,
it wasn't for you guys breaking the
Like the box, like what you said, right? It's those mistakes, those potholes that we're able to fix it, and that's why we're here, patrons, to see Ono through. Right?
So although people get really get nervous when the Hawaiians get up there and start, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think you probably read back, about some, particularly some of us were pretty radical when we were first starting off in college, and because you learn, and then, but I don't think you ever forget. You just probably see it with different lens, and you figure out how to. You figure out how to work within the system.
Survive.
To still get what you need.
You're talking about survival.
Just trying to survive. Well, don't need to survive. Get all of us resources to help push this, or
Really, the education system needs. If it has, I understand that which and basically all major institutes of higher learning, they have processes, they have protocols. So because of that bureaucracy, it does take time to get stuff through. And it's also why it seems like now, And when YouTube was created, nobody knew what the heck the thing is called. And all of a sudden, people was putting stuff up on YouTube that you could learn how to do stuff on YouTube. They made it really quick, and I could go to class and pay $600 a semester, or I could spend 15 minutes and get it on YouTube. And now it's really hard to say that I'm investing in an education that's worth this much when the guy down the street on YouTube and build his house, and now he making more money than me. You know what I'm saying? It gets really like where maybe if there's some way we can help with streamlining the education process with some of what's going on with permaculture and kinds of practices where maybe it's easier to see the federal system not being so hard to let go of. I mean, I'd be open to sharing any kind of information you guys need for help getting that on track, really, because for go class now and learn even biology 175, introduction to biology, can be done almost, I mean, pretty much the classes get now. They almost just play on video, one slideshow, and I hardly hear from the professors now. So there's gotta be some value in coming to college versus those kinds of learning tools and techniques that even on the administrative level they're being used. I'm sure people like get little tutorials of how to do something on Word or whatever, and that's what they send through the university system, and then we getting charged on the other side as students. Something gotta make sense or something. But that's just well, not all, but.
So there's a lot of things we addressed, and you made a lot of great recommendations in the past hour that we're very thankful for you just coming and seeing us. We'll be acting on those recommendations that you provided, the letter, the timeline, and I have some other notes in here as well. Did you want to close, La'a?
Yeah, we can close with
Go for it.
yeah.
12.